Let's get it going. Let's get the night streams going. Oh yeah, baby. Maybe I should have rebranded Mob Crush. Come on, baby. Gosh, if Lost Ark didn't just take so freaking long to load. Such a big game. Maybe I should throw the cycle into my thing. No, I'm not good enough at the cycle yet. Come on, how much longer is it gonna take to load? Alright, I'm definitely playing Lost Ark first. There's gotta be an update for it. Why it's taking so freaking long. Alright, about time.
Looks like the Umars don't always exaggerate.
Alright, what is this event? Express mission. My mailbox. What is this? Let me go.
So, this is Arcturus's light.
Alright, where's my quest? Deliver castle. Chaos and materials.
Nice helmet.
Hey, thanks.
I wonder what it's gonna be. What do you want?
Alright. Please do this. Cannot enter the final ring. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna do it wrong. Where's the final report? So nothing, it just went away.
I wonder what it's gonna be.
This will be a great achievement.
Rocket delivery.
I wonder what it's gonna be. This will be a great achievement.
Rocket loot delivery. Shows how rusty I am, jeez. Didn't realize it was your own castle. Why is it not showing me this?
Nice helmet.
You are entering the royal palace.
This is a... Wake up, Balthor. this isn't working. I really wanted to avoid using this, but... Are you awake now?
What?
Are you still not going to pull yourself together?
Tamara's here. Stop yelling. My head is throbbing. All right, I'll go.
You are entering the royal palace.
I'm serious. I saw it.
You're wrong. Our
Great Castle is truly impressive.
Oh, awesome.
My grandfather was the greatest miner.
I've been waiting. Hey, wait for me! I can't breathe. I told them I didn't want to. But the moment trouble comes, they ran away, acting like a telpa. I won't forget this. Don't just stand there. Move!
Unfinished garden.
I know it's a bit sudden, but what are you?
How do you expect me to stop this by myself?
Very carefully. Here, fiddle
Ugh, I can take a breather now.
We can't fix this on our own.
Understood. I shall now address this person as an assistant.
This is my...
We need to repair the minecart first.
Fix everything.
Wow, you made it back safely.
Oh, this is killing me. Go ahead. I'll try and keep up with you.
There should be useful materials around here.
I was hoping to do one
It's your fault. No, it's your fault.
No, it's your fault. Give me some tree roots. Track forward.
Let's see. I think this will do.
I really didn't.
Spritz.
Agreed. It's going to be dangerous if we don't reinforce.
Wow. You're pretty capable.
But they all look the same.
You'll see the difference.
Impressive. Did you really bring...
Guess it worked out okay. Let's see if it's fixed properly.
You did great, Balthor.
Yeah, thank you.
Arrive. Mars.
Unar! What took you so long?
Why did you let Arcturus's light go out?
must be contaminated.
You stupid old coot. I can't stop earthquake. You better take that back. Where the heck did you leave your hammer? Did you trade it for beer?
Ooh. Good night. Night, stinker. Take a bite. Tastes purple. Interesting.
Let's move this before the monsters come.
Thank Arcturus.
Toxic moss?
Wake up!
We'll be fine if we can make it to the storage station.
What's this?
Water smells like...
What's up with all these toxins?
As much as I hate to say it, Abir is right. I hate that I'm doing this with you.
I don't want to do all these. Oh well. Get off. Tina, Halo, UFC.
Go away. You're not a demon.
I will help you.
Now, why did the demons show up? What in the world is happening?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Take this elevator upstairs. Pull the lever to operate it. Good luck.
Alright, need sword roll. out of it.
What? There were plague demons in the water tank?
It's gonna take a while before the water tank is rebuilt.
Wake up! Let's move this before the monsters come. Let's move this before the monsters come.
memories.
fairly quickly. It's not very good.
We have a guest. Demons of pestilence.
3 of 30?
Arise from your slumber. Stop them! When the plague bringer sweeps over this land, all will succumb.
Is the reservoir okay?
Minecart's making me nervous.
My grandfather was the greatest miner in all of North.
The great castle is
You're
truly
wrong.
impressive.
Arcasium is the...
I'm serious! I saw it! The worm is awake!
Out of UFC Fight Pass.
You are entering the royal...
You've both returned. And at just the right time.
Eu acredito que a minha carreira, ela sempre teve altos e baixos, né? Não é uma coisa que me assuste ou que me faça querer desistir ou nada do tipo, né? Eu acho que é mais um passo de cada vez dentro da minha carreira.
She has never been one to back down from a challenge. Jessica Andrade, ladies and gentlemen.
Eu sempre alcancei os maiores patamares dentro das categorias que eu lutei, né? Quando eu lutei no 61, eu sempre estava entre as top 5.
Of course our ancestors have done much wrong. But those were our brightest and greatest times.
Quando eu fui pro 5-2, eu me tornei campeã. Migrei pro 5-7, me tornei top 1.
I'm also asking you.
E agora eu tô retornando de volta pro 5-2. E com certeza não é o meu ápice. Eu ainda tô na metade da montanha ainda. Acho que eu não cheguei no pico. Acho que quando eu chegar no pico, todo mundo vai entender e vai ver que realmente, agora sim, a Jéssica tá no ápice dela, tá no topo da montanha e de lá eu não quero sair mais não.
Well, Jessica Andrade has quite the resume already. The second most wins in UFC history as a woman. She can tie the record with her 14th tonight. That would be Amanda Nunes. 7 finishes is the second most finishes in UFC women's history. She's been doing it for a long time. She turned pro just before her 20th birthday, but she's still only 30 and says she's halfway up the mountain in her fighting career, has a lot to give, and she moved to Las Vegas last year, so we'll see if it bears fruit tonight. Paul, let's walk us through the game plan of this.
You are entering the royal palace.
Yeah, well, both these women are so powerful, but here you see how she's getting worked up against the fence. She actually eats a big elbow here from Caitlin, but lands a massive body shot straight on the solar plexus. And then look at when you
Did
have
you find it?
hurt, this
Yeah.
follow up with big punches to the body. She's aggressive. She moves forward. She's showing an evolution in her movement here. Look at, you can't go anywhere. You can't escape when Andrade knows that you are hurt. She will basically
This is
after you in that octagon to make sure you're not getting out of there. She's aggressive on the feet. We've seen her pick people up over and over again, over her head, slam them down. She's very fast and very aggressive. I'm very excited for this main event.
You know, with Jessica Andrade, a former champion, one of the more powerful fighters, regardless of whatever weight class she fights in. When she was up at 35, she fought the same way. A lot of pressure, very aggressive. 25 knockout.
I wonder what it's going to be.
So it won't change. Her approach is going to be the same. She's
What do
very
you
intimidating. She's very tough. She's in great shape. She has tremendous power, and she's going to be in your face from the moment they say go. That's what makes this fight so interesting, because you have two willing fighters willing to stand and trade in the middle of the octagon.
If you were a betting person and you followed the line, minus 200 was the open on Jessica Andrade. She swelled up beyond that, but there was a little bit of steam, if you watch us on UFC On the Line, on Amanda Lemos to bring it down. We're going to show you our main card right now because we have a piece of news to share with you. Here's what's coming up. Again, you'll keep it on ESPN Plus all night long. We're on a 5-fight main card. Lemos and Andrade is your main event. Macy Barber looking to hang on to that ranking as she returns to the flyweight division to take on Montana De La Rosa. Lando Venata, Charles Jourdain is a banger, as is the catchweight Jordan Wright and Marc-Andre Mario. New main card, it is still 5 fights, but that is because we unfortunately have a fight day cancellation. Minor health issue for Chase Sherman. We just found out of an abundance of caution, they will not have him fight tonight. So Chase Sherman was set to take on Alexander Romanov. Sherman on short notice, but the fight day cancellation is never fun. Alexander Romanov, 15-0. A lot of people wanted to see him perform again.
Yeah, absolutely. That guy's just been ragdolling people, throwing them all over the place. And this is a huge opportunity for Chase Sherman, too. He's just released. You know, they told him, go get some fights, work your way back in. We might have an opportunity for you. Oh, that came a few days later, and then for this to happen, you got to feel for the man.
Yeah, it feels bad for Chase, but honestly, it was Romanov's show and Romanov's opportunity to once again prove and show that he's continuing his way up the heavyweight rankings. So I wonder if this will be rescheduled or if we see Romanov with someone else as soon as we learn more about what's happening with Chase Sherman.
All right, so we're down a fight. We'll have 11 fights total, still a 5-fight main card, and the action will be fast and furious no matter what as we continue here on ESPN Plus, and especially in our next prelim, which comes at bantamweight. Winner of 6 of his last 8 bouts, Aoriqi Long, has made himself an intriguing prospect who moves up to bantamweight tonight as he takes on the Englishman, Cameron Else.
A veteran of the elite parachute regiment of the British Army, Cameron Else has traveled the world since those days, eventually landing in the UFC octagon in 2020, determined to test himself at the highest level of mixed martial arts. Tonight, the man who has finished all 10 of his pro wins by knockout or submission returns to square off with Aoriqi Lang. 2 hard-fought battles with Jeff Molina and Cody Durden introduced Aoriqi Lang to UFC fans around the globe. And now that the Mongolian murderer is settled in the octagon, he's eager to show the evolution of his game against Cam Cheetah. Coming up next, the Mongolian murderer, Aoriqi Lang, meets Cameron Cam Cheetah Else.
Well, Cameron Else has wanted nothing more as a child than to be a paratrooper. So when he was 16 years old, he convinced his parents to sign him up for military school. He spent 18 months there readying himself for the Army. He served in Afghanistan, suffered an injury where he had hearing loss in both ears. He then went into a downward spiral. Said it was a friend who told him he should try MMA. That transformed his life. He's now an advocate for mental health and has created a new app that is launching in the coming months called FTD. Cameron believes it will be instrumental in suicide prevention.
Thank you very much, Heidi. Fighting for something greater outside the octagon. You see the headwear, proud of his military service in England, and it is St. George's Day, which is celebrated over in England. So he was found that very special that he got to perform in the octagon. He's finished all of his wins, Paul. He's an action guy. He was up at featherweight against Kyler Phillips in his UFC debut. No easy task. He resumes tonight at 135 pounds.
No easy task. I mean, he was kind of brought in very short notice for that Kyler Phillips fight. He immediately had to go and quarantine on Fight Island, do the weight cut. Well, not much of one, luckily for him, moving up a weight class. But this guy is all action all the time when it fights. He's scrappy as hell, goes out there, burly guy, will jump triangles all over the place, and it's fun to watch. I'm glad to see him in here with a training camp, get somebody that's more in his weight class. I'm very excited for him.
I think we've seen this with a lot of guys. We saw it with Els, right? Even on short notice, they look really good. They do a good job for as long as they're in there. And honestly, I was very impressed with how forward he went immediately, how reckless he was, and how fun he was willing to be because he had nothing to lose. He left it all in the octagon and didn't win, but now he has another opportunity.
Speaking of leaving it all in the octagon, Aoriqi Long is getting ready for his third UFC appearance. First at bantamweight. He fought previously Jeff Molina. Who could forget that matchup? It was the fight of the night in Jacksonville last year when the crowd came back, and he had to do a lot to win fight of the night on a card like that. He followed it up. He went the distance. A very close fight against Cody Durden. He hopes it bears fruit to move up to 135 pounds.
And going down, right? Durden's a wrestler, and it was going to be that heavy pressure that would cause Aoriqi Long problems at 145 pounds. But now down at 135, maybe all those unique skills that he possesses will really start to pay dividends for him. He is extremely powerful. He showed tremendous power up a weight class. He's got good ground and pound. The ground strike set up the submissions when you watch Aoriqi Long over the course of his career. Now, the one thing that he could clean up is he sometimes, when he's drawn into that firefight, he's more than willing to take one to give one, right? The Mongolian Murderer is the nickname, and I'm telling you, he's willing to stand in there and try to take your head off, and that's why sometimes he gets hit. But him getting hit equals fun for us, so I'm all in on Aoriqi Long.
Here's your props to watch in the matchup. Aoriqi Long to win by knockout, just a shade over, even money there, plus 140. Meanwhile, 6-1 to get him a submission, Paul. He's an exciting guy to watch.
Exciting guy with great cardio as well. He seems to get stronger as the fight goes, but like we talked about sometimes, he's already eaten too many shots, right? Too willing to exchange. Really good at distance, really good counter striker. I just like to see him in this matchup, needing a win here in the UFC, because we all love watching this guy fight. We want to keep him around. Go out there, show those hands early, get aggressive with your striker.
Let's get you our tail of the tape for this matchup at 135 pounds. Aoriqi Long, 6 years younger than the Englishman Cameron Els. Els is 2 inches taller at 5 feet 9 inches tall. We highlight the weight class as we mentioned. Aoriqi Long moving up 2 inches in reach for Els, who is the underdog at nearly 2-1. Here's Joe Martinez.
And now, fighters, we are set to go with the next fight. 3 rounds this in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist is 5 feet 9 inches tall. Weighing in officially 135 pounds. His record stands at 10 victories with 5 defeats. Fighting out of Margate, Kent, England. Here is Cameron Conchita Els. And across the octagon, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. His background is in Sanda. At 5 feet 7 inches tall, he weighed in at the bantamweight limit 136 pounds. His record, 18 victories with 9 defeats. Fighting out of Shanghai, China, here is the Mongolian Murderer, Aoriqi Long. And your referee in charge of the action is Keith Peterson.
First assignment for the veteran referee Keith Peterson here at the UFC Apex this afternoon. Thank you, Vanessa. Aoriqi Long, you saw it on the graphic, first time as a favorite in the UFC.
Sir, you're right.
Size of that, minus 240. Cameron Els on the other side in the red. Looking for that big UFC moment. Each of these guys has sought training here in the United States for this fight. John Wood out of Syndicate MMA, which is about 5 minutes up the road from Las Vegas. Cameron Els, Eddie Shaw is in the corner. Aoriqi Long out of Arizona. Also a connection of Alatung Haley, who got a knockout inside of a minute last week here.
I saw him in the elevator. Talking about how he was here to stay here to help his Mongolian brother. Aoriqi Long with that beautiful wizard kick. To see him setting up the wizard kick there. That's one area where Els struggles a little bit. On his takedown defense. He's got decent wrestling. He does a good job offensively, but when he gets taken down, if it's not on the scramble, he's gonna get
Carrier
stuck.
spotted.
So it's good that he was able to build back to his feet right away. They've been working on that.
Go for it. Go
I'm
for
sure
it.
they've been working on that at Syndicate. Him creating scrambles, creating actions that allow for him to get back to his feet, opposed to accepting being put on his back.
Oh, nice combination, body head. Oh my!
This is what I'm talking about. That Orichi Long's got to do. He's being very aggressive in this first round.
Look at that uppercut that he's throwing, Felder. That left body shot was nasty by Richie Long.
Active camo.
There he goes. Oh, sits him down. Shuts him off. Richie Long trying to finish it now.
You can see that it hurt him bad.
Oh man, caught him on the liver and just crumpled him, but Else is back to it to at least hang on for the moment.
Man, you were just talking about that left of the body, too, and he goes right back to it.
You saw it in the first combination. It landed, and Else kind of squinted.
They know.
He went right back to that same spot. If I'm going to reach Long, I'm letting him up. I'm letting him up. I'm not letting him recover on his back. Or Reach Long punch him in the body. It's over. It's over.
Orichi Long.
Oh my goodness. Covered up as Cameron Else. Orichi Long trying to hammer away to the finish.
Keith Peterson giving him every opportunity to try to recover here, but he is right on top of the action.
He can stop this builder. Reach Long is just, landing him out.
Yeah, that's
man, really getting through now.
5 minutes remain.
What are we waiting for? Else has nowhere to go.
He is just eating shots.
He's gonna do it. Richie Long gets it done inside of 3 minutes to notch that UFC win by knockout.
That was nasty by Richie Long. And honestly, exactly what he needed, Paul, going down this right weight class where we spoke about his power really paying dividends down.
Up to his right weight class. Flyweight. 125 before.
Oh, 125 up to 35. Yeah. Okay, so not cutting the weight anymore.
Not taking it out of him.
Yes, not taking it out of him as much. Look at the body shot.
Oh,
that's that second left to the body.
That's what I call the scraper, right? When it slides off of it, too. It doesn't look like it lands fully, but man, you just saw it ricochet right off the liver, solar plex area.
Yep.
And then this ground and pound making thuds that we heard was nasty. Side.
But this speaks to it, right? You don't always have to deplete yourself. Sometimes you're better by just competing at the weight that you're natural.
Yeah.
And we saw that with a Richie Long. I'm sorry I said he was coming down, but now he's eating, he's healthy, he's full, and he looked tremendous.
Performance there.
Corner loves it. And how could they not, from Inner Mongolia, his friend and teammate Alatung Hae Lee getting it done inside of a minute. Last week takes up long, just under 3 minutes this time around, but he's been training a lot at the UFC Performance Institute in Shanghai, then came to Fight Ready here in Arizona to get more of a look, and well, it has paid dividends with a victory in the first round here in Vegas. Make it official. Here's Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, comes officially 2 minutes, 48 seconds. Round number one, referee Keith Peterson puts a halt to this fight. Your winner by TKO, the Mongolian murderer, Arichi Lang.
Chili just leaves.
I'm here with Arichi Lang. Arichi Lang, a phenomenal performance. You had some fun fights initially, but didn't get the victories. This time, you cashed in a beautiful knockout. How good does it feel to get in the win column?
今天这比赛啊打得特好，你之前2场比赛其实也打得特漂亮，但是没能，但是今天拿下来了，然后特漂亮的 KO， 觉得怎么样？
很好，感觉特别棒。然后这也是我的首胜，然后感觉特别兴奋。
It feels fantastic. This is my first UFC victory, so I feel super excited.
Let's take a look at your work up here. It's the striking. You landed a body shot in the first round that seemed to hurt him, but then when you went back to it, it dropped him. Was that something you saw in the lead up to the fight that you thought you could capitalize on?
所以啊，你看你现在把它击疼了，然后又把它打倒了，所以这是你之前有准备的吗
？Yes。这次准备，我的Fight Ready的教练给我安排这个战术。
Return.
在比赛中使用。
Yeah, thanks to my coach from Fight Ready giving me a good fight game plan, and I execute that plan. Not bad. So yeah, that's why I take the victory.
Not having to cut the weight down to flyweight, fighting up at bantamweight, how good does it feel to be more full as you walk into the octagon? And how soon would you like to get back out here?
所以啊，这次升到135磅，不用再像之前减重了，所以你感觉怎么样？那么多快我们能期待你回到八角笼？
非常棒，这就是今天的状态，就是我61的状态。
So today I show you how can I perform in the 135 division. This is my division.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic performance.
感谢我的然后还有感谢我的黑利巴拉金，还有感谢我的
So thanks to my coach from Fight Ready, thanks to my brother Alatan Haley and the Baladin, thanks to my management company Paradigm.
2 weeks in a row, you guys have had fantastic performance. Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Richie Long.
You get one of those.
Yeah, you don't get a second grab back.
But Richie Long was all positive. Eddie John, Alatan Haley in his corner. What a trip to the States for that fighter, and what a result.
He's in the center, dead center.
Here tonight to make it 6 wins by knockout in his career. Good job, DC.
You only get one.
You get one.
You only get one.
Generous. You were generous.
In the early part of her UFC run, Amanda Lemos wasn't getting the hype as the next big thing for Brazil. A 5-fight win streak has changed that. She has now molded herself into a legit contender, and she's done it all from her home city of Belém, Brazil.
Cidade de Belém, a cidade que eu amo. É onde eu nasci, né? E aqui tem tudo de incrível que vocês possam imaginar. Tem muitos pontos turísticos, muitos igarapés. As comidas daqui é incríveis e não pretendo mudar de cidade. No meu tempo livre, eu gosto de ir pro igarapé para relaxar, para descansar a mente, sentir o ar puro, a natureza, na floresta. A igarapé é um olho d'água que nasce na terra, debaixo da terra, e de água geladinha, água natural, água super cristalina e é uma delícia. Vou no igarapé sempre que eu quero relaxar, que eu quero descansar a mente, sempre aos finais de semana, domingo, que é quando tenho folga dos treinos. E é o lugar que eu sempre procuro para ficar quieta, para pensar. Para mim é o melhor lugar. Sempre que eu estou no igarapé, eu penso na minha vida, penso no meu futuro, penso no que eu vou fazer, penso no que eu já fiz, no que eu errei, no que eu preciso mudar, para me acertar. E aí eu vou pensar em tudo e relaxar principalmente.
We'll get introduced to Amanda Lemos, who has really turned a lot of heads on her 5-fight win streak. It includes the second fastest finish.